it's Dee with DSIS Photography, and I wanted to go over my Sweet Summertime action set since it's summer again. This is the very first action set I actually created. I don't think I've ever went over them. So included, you have 13 color actions, and then 2 black and white actions at the bottom. And I've already ran them on here and grouped them so that you can quickly see them. Like I said, this is the first set I did. All mine, the way I've done them has completely changed because I used to group it all into one, all the steps into one, so then you really couldn't edit step by step what I did, but all my actions are more customizable now. All the steps are all shown, so you can quickly change your steps instead of having this one that you have to actually just edit the whole thing and can't go back and do what the steps and correct the steps that went into making that layer. But you can, that's Summer Glow is the first action. That's just turned, a lot of these add a lot of warmth into them. Some are cooler, like Ocean Breeze, and Mojito's kind of cooler. I think, let me look at that one actually, I can't remember. So just really quickly, the Summer Glow's got the original Summer Glow, and then you can adjust it down or up depending on how much you want. That's really bright, so like, you know, like 30%, and then you have 2 warming boosters, and they both add a different type of warmth, so you can adjust that if it's too warm. So that's Summer Glow, and that's with a little bit of tweaking. Summer Rays is a lot warmer, and it's got some blue tones in there. You can play with that. And then go down on my Summer Rays, which is the warming part. And then this is a brightening layer, it brightens it up. And actually it's a soft brightness to it. So it's Summer Rays, tweaked a little bit. And then you can stack them on top of each other. So that's Summer Glow on top of Summer Rays. Fruits of Summer, it's got the warmth layer, which is on the bottom, which is pretty strong, so you want to adjust that down. Watermelon Punch is kind of a deep, and it's got a bit of a red tone. Berries, Summer Berries, it's got more red tone, you can see in the background. Changes from a green. Cantaloupe Kiss, just a warm overall color, and Honeydew adds a light green softness around the whole image. And those are all pretty low opacity, but you can tweak them as needed. That's before and after, and then you can group them together if you have Photoshop and then tweak the whole group like that. Taste of Mojito is a little bit cooler, and that's the Mojito Mama, the original layer. And then you can add a white fill, which lightens it up quite a bit, and this adds a little bit of a, which I'll pull all the way up so you can see it, a purple and green tones in there, kind of mattifies it. And the Slice of Lime, let me turn that sugar off, kick it up a lot. It adds a green tone to it. And then you can go through and mask off. Use your black brush. It's got it at 80, but you probably want to go lower opacity and be careful with your masking rather than what I'm doing here. But you can go and use your black brush on the white mask, because white reveals, black conceals, so brush black onto the white where you don't want it to show. As you can tell now, that Slice of Lime is only on the background. And then you can, like I said, play around with that. And layer. Play with different layering, like that. Heatwave is a very warm one. A lot of red tone in that one. There's a soft and cool layer, so you can add a little bit of coolness if you need to. At 100% it's way too much. And there's a contrast booster in case you need a little bit more contrast. Ocean Breeze, like I said, is a cooling one. It's got a little bit more contrast. It should be turned on. And I'll go down to 50. And Warm Breeze you can turn on if it's too cool for you, and you get a little bit of warmth. American Pride, that's my favorite one I think in the set. This is the American Pride layer, which is very warm, brightens, and you can play with that. And this just adds a light red to it. You can see it right over here in the background, what it's doing. This is a white fill, so it softens it up, brightens it up. This adds a cooling layer to it. And this is your booster. So if you take it off, you take away all this contrast. But if it's too much, just go in and play with that until you like it. So that one I like a lot. Bahama Sunset is really pretty too. It's soft and warm. It's just the Bahama Sunset layer turned on, and you can add a purple sunset or a blue sunset. You can see it, I'm at 100%, what kind of tones it's adding into your image. And you can turn both of them on actually. There's purples, and if you need to, and you can even tweak the blend modes. So that adds it there, and then maybe soft light on this one, or screen, or what's the exclusion. You can play around with your blend modes on there. Next one, Tropical Resort. That's a cooler one also, green tones on it. And that's at 100%, so you can tweak it. And then add some more warmth back in there if you need to. Picnic at the Park is more of a purple, vintagey tone. And it's cooler, and if you need to lighten it up and add a little bit of warmth, just turn that layer on. You've got a nice light, cool tone to that image. And you can layer those two on, or even Bahama Sunset, which is at 100%, so that's not gonna notice it. American Pride. Yeah, American Pride looks cute with it. Next is Lemonade Love, and that is a warm yellowy tone, as you can see before and after, which is Lemonade Love, and then this one adds a pink tone over that. I like that one as is, maybe adjust it down just a bit. Beach Rum is really soft, light, and airy. Sandy Bottoms adds some warmth. Ocean Waves adds some coolness to it. And then you can play with those opacities as needed. And then even play with the layers opacity. Maybe bring a little more warmth there. And then there's actually a sunflower layer on here you can turn on. Obviously at 100% looks really fake, so you want to bring it down lower so it's more subtle, and you can barely see it right here, but it's there. It doesn't look as fake. Soft Summer is just a light, little bit of a pink tone on there, and there is a touch of softness. You can add a little more contrast, and you can mute it, which is kind of a matte finishy. It just pulls the blacks up. And Soft Summer at 100%, so on all the layers turned on. And then you can tweak it. Shaded is a black and white action, and that is the shaded layer. That's it. And there's two other layers included, lighten up, darken down. So if after it runs shaded and it's too dark for you, you can lighten it up. If it's too light for you, you can darken it down, and then you can click on these and play with the opacities until you find the combination you like. And Hot Fudge Sundae is a warm toned black and white action. Extra hot fudge adds some more depth into the image, deepens it. Whipped cream's just a cream colored color fill, and cherry on top adds a red tone to your image. Alright, that's just pretty much how the Sweet Summertime action set, what's all included, and how they all work. Hope you enjoy.